Hey Burners, welcome to a second edition of Kons Corner. Coming off a disappointing loss against Montrose. Probably mostly disappointing because our guys really went away from how we wanted to play. Look, in the first quarter, the guys were really good. We started to see that ball movement really take place. I think at times it might feel like our guys are really working hard to move the footy how we want to move it. But if you watch the first 15 minutes of the first quarter, the boys were able to really defend hard, get their structure behind the footy, and then once we got ball in hand, we were able to really slingshot and cut Montrose open by hand and foot and get some really good inside 50 entries, which we're able to convert into some really easy goals. But what the guys need to really understand is we need to do that for 4 quarters, and at times that might mean that they're not always going to be the one that's going to get the football, they're not always going to be the one that's going to be able to impact the play, but what it does for the rest of their teammates is it opens up the play and allows us to move that footy through. So that's part of the challenge for our group at the minute. Bit of an inexperienced group, not quite there yet in terms of just sticking to a bit of the process that we want for 4 quarters. I think the other bit that was a little bit disappointing was that when we were challenged, we probably went away again, not just from how we want to play, but a bit of fight. We really wanted to see some more fight in the group, but I know we've got a lot of inexperienced and younger guys in our list, and we are missing a fair bit of leadership. But I think what we're really trying to drive out of our group is that regardless of age, the amount of games played, or just overall experience, that we just want to see fight for 4 quarters. So that was probably an area on the weekend we walked off, and as a coaching group, we're a little bit disappointed from that regard, and I think the players were too. Just felt like we were probably looking for a little bit more with that regard. In terms of players from the weekend that really stood up again, it was good to see some of our less experienced guys get some game time. Chan Lee gets some more game time under his belt, so does Liam Patterson. Good to see Byron Bushby, who made his senior debut 2 weeks ago, get another game and really take it on. Lockie 80 really coming of age as a sort of a key forward, and good to see him crash some packs and kick some goals for that reward. And probably another one in Norm Hanley, just week by week continues to get better and better, and we're probably finding a bit of a midfielder that we're going to see for years to come, hopefully really open up the competition with his leg speed. In terms of some of our experienced guys, good to see Ben Danaher continue his form, really play a good game of football. And I felt like, between he and Tuza, when the game was really up for grabs, their ability to want to just keep fighting and win that inside footy was really good to see, set the tone. And unfortunately, again, we just didn't get guys want to follow in that vein. So we move forward. We play Noble Park this week. Really good chance, another challenge. Really forcing the group to fight out the season. Our 12 o'clock guys are obviously still in contention, not only to play finals, but to hopefully go deep in finals. And we know that they're going to be up and about, but we've really got to make sure that our senior group, the ones that are running out in the 2 o'clock game, really continue to finish off this season and put credits in the bank for what will be a big off-season and pre-season heading into next year. So again, Noble Park, big challenge, play a team that's probably the informed team in the comp at the moment. So getting that game time into our guys, and hopefully we take it up to Noble Park. So thanks again. Look forward to seeing you all out there at Noble Park. Go Burners.